In the aftermath of a horrific shooting like that which took place at Tree of Life congregation in Pittsburgh, it is very natural to ask questions like, how did this happen? Or how do we make sense of all of this horror after such an act of hate? The truth is, these are questions that often have no answer, and yet we must find ways to find meaning and purpose beyond the pain and beyond the loss. Our strength lies in our abilities to find resilience and strength in the face of hatred and evil. Where do we find such strength? And how do we draw hope in the face of fear? For me, the hope resides in the scores of letters that I received from countless clergy around the city of Houston. Clergy of various faiths, from the Sikh community, from the Muslim community, from countless Christian pastors around town. The most significant was perhaps the one that came from the pastor from our congregational neighbor that shares a parking lot with us. A letter that reflected deep love, perhaps the first interaction that we've actually had over the course of many, many years. I find strength and hope in the calls from complete strangers that have come over our phone in just the last few days, some in tears, wanting to know what they can do to help. I find strength and help in the powerful vigils which have popped up throughout the country. The most powerful taking place here in the city of Houston, where thousands gathered, filling the parking lot at the JCC, holding candles, listening to messages from our rabbis here in town, from our elected officials, and from clergy of other faiths. It is in these acts of love and these expressions of support that we can come to learn and understand that our strength lies in our humanity. While we must be acutely aware of the ongoing vulnerability that we all share, we must also recognize that our strength resides in our capacity to embolden each other with love and care, with compassion and understanding. When we see each other as people, when we strive to hold each other's hands in times of pain, extending love and fellowship, when we try to understand each other across our religious, cultural, and personal differences, we can find a way to bridge these gaps that are caused by fear, hate, and intolerance. Our hope resides in the future. By extending ourselves hand in hand, by seeing each other with kindness and trust, by trying to recognize our commonalities and minimize our differences. This is all we can do. In the aftermath of Pittsburgh, let us be resolute as a people by finding hope and strength in the loving hearts of others and the generous hands of those who are willing to extend them to us in our times of need. Ken Yehiratzon, may it be so.